Let's talk about every game happened on February 10th. High volume day, so a lot of games to go through. The first game is the Timberwolves lost to the Cavs. Yeah, the Cavs are rolling at the moment. This is a very big game from Ant. Again, 44 points with 8 threes, but 10 for 13 from the line. That's not ideal. 7 turnovers, 13 for 28. The fact that he took 28 shots. I know Mike Conley was out, but yeah, I mean he's just taking just crazy usage from him. He only had one assist. I don't know if this is necessarily a recipe, right? Because you only have this much energy, and then in the fourth quarter, you're gonna when the opposing defense really locked, and your teammates are super cold, right? They start double teaming you and stuff. Yeah, so this is really a blowout. Rudy Gobert had 8 rebounds and 2 blocks. Um, I think next year, definitely don't do. This is not a guy you need to really draft inside that top 70 or 80. Naz Reid, as long as Randall is out, sure. Yeah, I think he should be rostered. Jaden McDaniels still had 4 steals, so that's great. And with Mike Conley out, Nicole Alexander-Walker is a guy that we could definitely stream, even though he didn't play well here. For the Cavs, they got DeAndre Hunter, and he had 5 fouls. If you want to roster him, sure. I just don't think. I think like his fantasy value got worse since he got traded. They started him, but he took 7 shots in 23 minutes. He would take 15 shots in 23 minutes when he was with the Atlanta Hawks. He will have a much higher usage. Like he still had a great game because he shot 3-ball really well and got to the line. Had 12 points, but I don't think he needs to be rostered. Just a streamer. Mobley had a big one, 28 points. Of course, you have Donovan Mitchell, you have Garland, who only played 27 minutes. Yeah, they're all playing very, very well. So some of the bench guys got a few extra minutes, but we don't have to worry about them too much, unless Ty Jerome. I think is really the only guy. If Garland gets injured, everybody else is they don't have crazy good value. The next one is the Atlanta Hawks beat the Magic 112-106. Yeah, Okongwu, amazing. 1 steal and a block, 7 rebounds. Not amazing, but he's a must roster. Happy with this type of performance though. Ricochet, now he only gets 17 minutes because Karis LeVert, he came off the bench. He's gonna be. They literally SWAT teams, right? Karis LeVert and DeAndre Hunter. So I'm very happy. Okay, I'm happy to stream Karis LeVert. Dyson Daniels had 4 steals and a block, 10 points. Continues to be just unbelievable. Dyson Daniels. Trae Young did not have the best game, but they still won the game. He had 9 turnovers, 8 assists, and 19 points. For the Magic, they just every single year I feel like it's the same. And again, Banchero was a -19 in his 33 minutes, while Franz Wagner was a +0, ±0. So Banchero is not playing winning basketball, even though he had a great game here. Yeah, they're still in the playoff hunt, but yeah, they got some hype earlier this year. Gogo, he played just 17 minutes, but had 1 steal and 4 blocks. What are you gonna do? You just have to roster him. I think still in category leagues, especially like if you're happy with the blocks and all that, I think it's fine. He's still a hold. Sometimes he gets 25 minutes, but definitely. Maybe not a must roster for now. But if you want to hold for his big man stats, totally fine, because I don't think there's guys on the waiver wire, right, doing this consistently. Cole Anthony had, him and Anthony Black. Anthony Black seem to have got more minutes here, but both guys could, you could roster or stream in the short term because Jalen Suggs is out. I'll move on to the next one where you have the San Antonio Spurs dropping 131 points. Yeah, so with the new lineup versus the Wizards, you do expect both De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama to have a great game, and they both did. De'Aaron Fox went to the line 18 times. And of course, CP3 played 32 minutes. That's encouraging. He got more minutes. But I think the first 2 games, Stephon Castle was going off, so he got a few extra minutes. But CP3 actually, this game, Like a regular game, he still got 32 minutes, so that's great. 9 assists and 2 steals. And he's the guy that doesn't need usage. He's gonna get a bunch of assists, steals, right? Gonna hit some open three, that's fine. Devin Vassell hit 2 threes, not much else. I think he's still on much roster. For the Wizards, there are a lot of values at the moment. Rashawn Holmes, yes, we don't know when Alex Sarr is coming back. Who knows? He could be out. He could be out for another month, right? This Wizard, there ain't no rush to bring anybody back. So if Jordan Poole gets injured, things could get scary for him. He could be out. He did not have a good game here, but he just went off last week with 45 points with the Cavs. So we're gonna cut him some slack. But Keyshawn George, in my opinion, need to be rostered. He played 36 minutes here. It's kind of like Cameron Johnson in Brooklyn. He's gonna hit a lot of threes, 3-and-D guy, perfect, and he's playing high minutes right now. Bob Carrington, if you want to have, he only played 28 minutes because they're still playing Brogdon or Corey Kispert, and of course Middleton, he's not playing, right? But I think Keyshawn George is still gonna get over 30 minutes most nights. Bilo Coulibaly, also not the best game. He's getting a lot of minutes, but here didn't really do much with it. But if they play a bad team, he can definitely pop off. The next one is the Brooklyn Nets. This is a very low scoring game. LaMelo, here we go. This is LaMelo's. He's out, doubtful, ankle soreness. He's really got to work on his ankles. He's got a lot of issues with his ankle over the years. Maybe ask Steph Curry's trainer. Yeah, work on your ankle a little bit because he gets ankle injuries way too often. And again, next year, I feel like next year, people maybe, if he's healthy, he's definitely a guy worth picking up at the end of first, right? Just the counting numbers. If Trae Young is worth getting picked up, he for sure, right? Way more rebounds, more points, more threes, more steals, more blocks. Trae probably gets more assists, but he can't stay healthy. Maybe next year is their year. Maybe they can make a push for the playoffs, right? All the young guys get a year older. Nick Smith Jr. in the short term, we could definitely stream him. And Diabate, because the Mark Williams trade got rescinded, he's going to come back. We don't know when he's going to be back, but he's going to come back and play. And we still don't know what exactly happened. Did he feel like a physical? He has something really serious going on? But for now, if you want to pick Diabate up, for sure. 10 rebounds and 2 blocks. Pretty good. Miles Bridges, because of blowout, he only played 28 minutes. Don't have to worry too much about that. And for the Brooklyn Nets, Cameron Johnson, speaking of Cameron Johnson, he's in and out of the lineup. They did not trade him. Sure. If he's on the waiver wire, I will pick him up. But, he might be out for just 2 weeks with no actual injury or a very minor injury. The minutes were low across the board. D'Lo, they just give him 25 minutes. But he's still very, he's good enough to be rostered. But of course, in the playoffs, right? If you don't need guard stats, he should be the first one to drop. If you're trying to win some efficiency categories, Keon Johnson is still getting a lot of minutes because where is Cam Thomas? We don't know. Is he coming back? We don't know. Claxton, 2 steals and 2 blocks. That's great in just 23 minutes. This Brooklyn Nets team, they traded Ben Simmons, but nobody really benefits because everybody played 20 minutes and the minutes are unpredictable. But they have a lot of streaming value if they have a back-to-back. The next one is the Boston Celtics beat the Miami Heat 103-85. Jason Tatum, 33 points. That's great. They still have Jrue Holiday out. So Peyton Pritchard came in and played 36 minutes. What a game from him. He grabbed 10 rebounds as a 6'1" little guard. That's great. 8 assists, 2 steals. Very impressive game from Peyton Pritchard, actually, even though he didn't shoot the ball well. But I think if Jrue Holiday returns, he's just not going to play over 30 minutes, right? May not even play 25 sometimes. Derrick White, not the best game, but still hit 2 threes and 7 assists. Sam Hauser, I guess we could start him. If next game he still starts, if you're looking for some threes, right? He can really pop off going for 5 threes like he did here. Kristaps Porzingis had 2 blocks, okay game. And Jaylen Brown is also out here. So Al Horford got the start, had 10 rebounds and 2 blocks. Al Horford definitely have good streaming value if guys are out. Same thing with Luke Cornett. Porzingis is out. For the Miami Heat, this is Wiggins' first game. So right up, if Wiggins is on the waiver wire, I think maybe on the Heat actually help his usage a little bit. I feel like A steal and a block, 5 assists. Sure. And, the Heat, they're playing to win, so she'll be good rest of the way. Ben Adebayo played 34 minutes. Kel Ware, he hasn't been good, but, let's not do anything stupid and drop him. He has tremendous upside. Alec Burks had 7 rebounds. A lot of guys were out, like Tyler Hero. So let's see what's going on with Nikola Jokic's minutes. He still played 27 minutes here, but if he doesn't play 27 minutes every game, he was also horrible. He had minus 21. Then he's droppable, right? We don't need him. They did get, Wiggins and a couple other guys. So if they take minutes away from him, that's it. We can drop. The next game, the Warriors, another great game after they getting Jimmy Butler. Great. This is a great win for them. 125, they score 125 points, and Steph Curry, another great game with 38 points. If you bought low on him, congratulations. Maybe with this trade, right, that's going to put a fire in some of the Warrior guys. Same thing with Draymond, who played at the center position. He had 5 steals and a block. Draymond Green, if he locks in, he can get you a lot of defensive stats, right? Rebound, assist, pretty valuable in category leagues. He had a good game too. And they're giving Buddy Hield 30 minutes, so we need to pick up Buddy Hield if he's on the waiver wire, right? If he gets 30 minutes consistently, like, he's obviously a must roster. The Warriors, they did trade away a couple other guys, so it opened things up for, Kuminga is still out. So for now, Podziemski, another guy that we should be streaming until guys come back. Jimmy Butler, with this trade, it helped his fantasy value tremendously. Now he's locked in. He doesn't need to score a lot of points. He's still at 20 points here because he got to the line 15 times. Yeah, he's a plus minus 0, but, this Bucks team, did Giannis play here? Giannis did not play. Okay. So maybe it's not as impressive as it should be because Giannis was out. But, who knows? This Warriors team, they can go on the run and be a super dangerous team in the playoffs in the Western Conference. For the Bucks, Damian Lillard, no Giannis, of course, he's going to put up a big line, 38 points. That's great. 3 threes. Got to the line 13 times. Kyle Kuzma, is he a must roster? Definitely not on this Bucks team. If Giannis is playing, I still don't know why they wanted him. They traded away Chris Middleton. I don't know. I'm not sure what the thought process behind this trade. I know Chris Middleton is, I don't know, because he's not healthy this year, and they don't think he will be this year. And they're obviously trying to win now, but I don't think Kyle Kuzma helps your team in any way. Maybe they just need a big 3-and-D wing guy. Brook Lopez had 3 blocks, and that's it. It's okay. You just have him for the blocks. Move on to the next one. We have the Pelicans. Of course, there's really no context. 137-101. They lost to the Oklahoma City Thunder. However, Zion Williamson is playing. That's great. 17 points. As long as he's playing, you take it. Missy, 8 rebounds and 2 assists, 11 points, no blocks. Yeah, he's getting a lot of minutes. He's got to get more blocks. Otherwise, he's just 6-7 rebounds. Probably not good enough for us to make him a must roster. You can stream him for rebounds, but we need those blocks from him. Having 1 block a game probably is not going to make him like a must roster, right? Trey Murphy continues to put up good numbers, 23 points. And Jose Alvarado is the guy who starts with CJ out. So as we get to the end of the season, if CJ McCollum is out, have like a somewhat serious injury, then McCollum definitely is a guy that we could roster for some assists and steals. He does exactly that. For the Oklahoma City Thunder, Isaiah Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren. Interesting. Chet Holmgren got 5 blocks and a steal as a power forward. So still great. Still putting up pretty good numbers. For Chet Holmgren, in category leagues, he's going to give you decent points and rebounds, but he's probably going to get drafted in the 2nd or 3rd round. Guys in that area, he's actually a negative in points. That means if you draft him in those positions, you're losing out on points. But he has really good efficiency. Not this game here, but he's a big man that can shoot free throws. He can take some threes, get some steals and blocks, like a mini Victor Wembanyama, exactly. So he's great. He's great. It's just when you build a team around him, if you're gonna pick him 2nd or 3rd round, unless you get a guy with a lot of counting numbers, especially points. maybe you just have a super efficient team instead of trying to go win points. Jalen Williams had 16 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 threes, and 2 steals. Easy work. And Shea, of course, drops 31 points with 3 steals and a block. Yeah, the problem with this team is they're just too good. So guys don't play their full minutes. Like Isaiah Hartenstein only played 22 minutes. Moving on to the next one, the Kings beat Dallas. Well, the news came out that they're having that AD experience. AD is going to be out multiple weeks. And it's impressive. Mavericks, they're at home, obviously. They kept it close. Sure. I think in the regular season, because they play defense, right, they're going to be very impressive. They're going to have a good record in the regular season, but their ceiling is limited without Luka for sure. And Kyrie, I don't know if he's the number one option on the team. I don't know, because we've seen him leading the Celtics a couple of years back. Like I think he's just way better being the second guy and don't have to run the whole offense. Kyrie's at his best. Like he can be 100% playing one-on-one basketball in the playoffs, but if he has to set up teammates, right? It's just too much for him. For the Kings, Malik Monk, look at his minutes, man. 43 minutes, crazy. He's going to be a top 30, 40 player rest of the way. Even though he didn't play that well here, but still had 8 assists. Zach LaVine, just didn't shoot the ball well, but that's okay. DeRozan went off. With De'Aaron Fox gone, that's going to help DeMar DeRozan for sure. And Sabonis had played 42 minutes. Just huge minutes or a lot of big minutes all around. For the Dallas Mavericks, Kyrie, of course, 30 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, and 3 steals. Those are really good numbers. Daniel Gafford also got hurt. So, yeah, I don't know what they're going to do, because they also don't have Derek Lively in the short term. And they don't have AD. So maybe this guy, Olivier, this Prosper guy, is he a power forward? He got 33 minutes. Maybe they just go small, right? Maybe helps Max Christie to get a few extra minutes. But so those guys, Max Christie is actually a very good fantasy player. So I will pick him up. Spencer Dinwiddie too, because they just don't have anybody right now. Everybody's out. PJ Washington is also out. So all of a sudden, all the injuries happening at once. So a lot of guys, even smaller guys, because they're gonna have to go small a lot of the time. So they have some streaming value. But maybe you're able to get better value, better players elsewhere. The next one, the Denver Nuggets, 146 points. 117. This one really wasn't close. And DeAndre Ayton, of course, he gets cooked by Jokic. 4 personal fouls. Played just 18 minutes. It's fine. He's been playing a lot better lately. So I'm not too worried. And Donovan Killigan came off the bench, played 21 minutes. This guy is just really good. But with Ayton there, he's not getting a lot of minutes this year. If Ayton is ever out and he can get 25 minutes a night, then he could be a top 50 player. Danny Advia didn't play well. Did play okay. I take that back. With Jeremy Grant out, so they started Scoot Henderson. This is also a blowout. I guess that's good, right? He played more minutes than Shaedon Sharpe. It looks like they're not going to have Shaedon Sharpe start. Billups obviously trying to try different lineups as well, but if Scoot Henderson, if you're looking for assist, he's always good, in my opinion. So if you want to pick him up, he played just 25 minutes. And, maybe this year he will never be that good anyway, but he just have that upside. And if your team is in a good spot, you should be looking to pick up players like Scoot Henderson. If things work out in the playoffs, right, he can help you tremendously. If not, you just drop it. Avernii Simons has 17 points, 4 assists, 3 threes. Okay, yeah, nobody played that well for him. And then for Denver Nuggets, Jokic. That's what I'm saying. If Denver, Shea is obviously doing a lot too, but Jokic's number is just unbelievable. Thunder is on Thunder right now is 9 games ahead of the Denver Nuggets. Denver won 7 straight. That is pretty crazy. Lakers also won 6 straight. So, yeah, Denver probably. Well, the Grizzlies are also winning a lot of games. So who knows if Denver is the second seed, and he plays a lot better than Shea. who knows? Shea clearly is going for the MVP too. So, but he's doing this so effortlessly. 40 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds, 3 steals and block, 15 for 22. Just incredible efficiency. Jamal Murray played okay. They've been starting Julian with Russell Westbrook out, so he's also somebody that we could stream. Also, Michael Porter Jr. is also out. Christian Braun also had a decent game. So for the short term, right, Christian Braun, Julian, Aaron Gordon, those are the guys that we could stream because they're getting a lot of minutes and usage. The last game of the night, this is the first Luka game in LA, of course, versus the Jazz. Really no contest. 113-132. This Jazz team, man, they're playing Lauren Mark. They play Lauren Markkinen here. Lauren Markkinen again, gotta be one of the most disappointing player of this year for a guy that's getting drafted in the third round. I mean, in the years in the past, he's always like on a per game basis, like top 10, top 25, top 20, top 25. This year, he really falls off and goes 1 for 8 here. John Collins, whenever he plays, he's good. 17 points, 11 rebounds, 2 steals and a block. But how many games is he gonna play for the rest of the season? I don't know. Walker Kessler, pretty good game, 12 rebounds and a block. It would be good if he started, blocking more shots. But, you can't wish for everything. Jordan Clarkson, 16 points. In the short term, we could stream him. And Isaiah Collier, amazing, 10 assists. He turned the ball over a lot. Yeah, I get that. 4 turnovers, 13 points. But, if you're pounding turnovers, I think he's really, really good. He's going to be really, really good rest of the season. And Keontae George didn't shoot the ball well, but got to the line 6 times. Yeah, another guy with horrible efficiency, but look, if you're punting field goal and turnovers, these 2 guys are great to have on your team. And especially looking for those assists. For the Lakers, Luka first game, we'll see. 23 minutes here, 1-3, 14 points. And Austin Reeves also has been cooking. Also a pretty good game here, but he's obviously going to lose some usage. But I'm happy with that. 22 points, maybe he's more efficient. Right? Only took 10 shots. LeBron, 10 for 17. LeBron got crazy help because Austin Reeves can really take pressure off him as well on the offensive end. So he still had 24 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds. Great. Jackson Hayes, 6 for 6. Jackson Hayes needs to be picked up and rostered. Playing with LeBron and Luka, he's going to have a lot of easy dunks. He goes 6 for 6 here. Rui Hachimura also probably should be rostered. This Lakers team, they actually have a pretty good record, 32-19. They can make a push for a top 2 seed. They're not that far behind, only 2.5 games behind the Grizzlies. So they're separating themselves. And of course, Rockets is also right there at the moment, but maybe this Rockets team is a tier below the Lakers and the Nuggets, especially in the playoffs, I feel like. That's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.